opinion, but that's what government leadership is all about. You know, when we were talking inside, we had that COVID crisis.
All right, that's what we got to talk about it, because it's 5 years, right? 5 years since we were all locked down during the pandemic. And as you know, you've been getting dogged about putting seniors back in nursing homes when they were still not well. Would you have done something different? Looking back now, 5 years later, would you have done something different?
Yeah. First of all, COVID was such a disruptive situation for so many people on so many levels. Remember what you did. You closed schools, you closed businesses, you made people wear masks, only 25 people in a room. It was probably the most restrictive environment that government ever imposed. So there are a lot of people who in retrospect say, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't have done this.
And what does your gut tell you?
Well, first of all, remember what we were dealing with during COVID. We had no idea what was going to happen. I had the best health experts in the country in my office, and Rosanna, they did not know. They did not know how many people were going to die.
I know, right. We had no idea. And when you look back, you had an empty ship, you had an empty Javits Center. Why couldn't you put some of the sick seniors in those places?
If this nation could redo everything, you should have known the virus was here months earlier. We didn't know until March. It had been coming since January. Where were the federal watchdogs? Why did it take so long for them to come up with a test? Why did it take so long to come up with a vaccine? But on the other hand, no one had ever dealt with it. And Monday morning quarterback is very easy. And you can always say, well, they should have done this,
5 years later, right.
You know,
Monday morning quarterback.
But I know this. I believe the federal health officials did the best they could. The CDC and the CMS, which basically ran all the regulations, I believe that they did the best they could with the information they had. I believe all these states did the best they could with the information they had. You now have new information, and you want to say, well, retrospectively, they should have done this. But I can tell you this, those health officials worked 24/7. They were in those emergency rooms. It was scary. It was scary. They didn't know really how the virus transmitted. They didn't have enough PPE. And these people did everything they could, and they killed themselves.